Hello guys, I am the manager of Emerald Weather, and welcome to Friday's video where we're going to be talking about the tropical development off the southeast and also the severe weather for Saturday. And of course, this is by the Emerald Weather crew. All of us did contribute to working on this. Alright, so right now you can see we do have this this development or invest. I wouldn't call it invest, but development. You can see we do have that across Florida. It'll be moving northeast towards right off the southeast coast. As we move into just the Atlantic Ocean, we have a 10% chance of seeing tropical development. Most likely will not turn into any tropical depression, storm, or hurricane. Definitely no hurricane or tropical storm. But we do have the possibility for an invest or tropical depression to come our way. But really, I do not think we will be affected too bad from this. Just maybe some rain across the southeast and some strong gusty winds with some of the storms and some of the lines coming through. But still, I do not think we'll see anything too rough. Now, as we move on to the rainfall for this storm, you can see we have about 1/10 of an inch as we move into western and northwestern Florida into the Panhandle. Also moving to central Georgia, northern South Carolina, and central North Carolina, moving into southeastern Virginia. Now, as we move into your darker green, that is going to be 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. This is where we're in the middle, pretty much, not too bad still, but that's going to be across eastern North Carolina, eastern and southern parts of South Carolina, moving into eastern Georgia, also moving into central Florida and northeastern Florida. We're seeing that much too. As we move into your darkest green, that is 1 inch of rain. That's going to be central eastern Florida, moving into southeastern Florida near Miami. Miami, you're going to be one of those spots where it's really hard to predict, but still, that's where we're going to be seeing our biggest rain, especially as we move into eastern Florida. Now we're going to move on to the severe weather part of this system. Not the system, but just this weekend. You can see in this red, severe weather in the red, this is where we're going to be seeing the worst of our severe weather as we move into these reds, as we move into Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, New Mexico, and parts of northern Texas. We are seeing some of that severe weather. Those are going to be very scattered, but as we move across all of the mid-Atlantic states, moving into the southeast, that's where we're going to be seeing the biggest start of severe weather. I do think this is where we could see the worst of it. We could have a really good defined line to come through this area. But as we move into the general thunderstorms in the yellow, if you're in the yellow areas, don't worry too much about these storms. A few could be severe, but really nothing too bad with these thunderstorms. Just regular thunderstorms and nothing too much to worry about. If you are in the yellow area, if you're in the red area, just be prepared if you do get a storm to come through. Tornado watch, that means conditions are favorable for tornado. Now, if you get a tornado warning, that is a different story. You need to get to shelter. That means the rotation has been spotted or it is on the ground. You need to check your if you have a NOAA radio, you do need to check that out and figure out, you need to have that ready. Also, keep your local broadcaster ready on the TV. If something does happen, they will keep you updated. Also, if you have a phone, keep that updated. Also, a lot of tips that could help you in these situations. It could save your life. Okay, so now we're going to move on, and I'm going to show you some of this. Some of the NAM 3KM. I'm going to be showing you some of the lines that could come through in the east and also near the Rockies. Now you can see right now we do not have much happening. We do have a little line in western North Carolina, a little bit of moisture off the southeast coast. That is part of this tropical development, stuff like that. That's what we're seeing there, but nothing too much happening. Really the most active spot is the east coast. The west, you're pretty clear. But as we move into tomorrow, you can see we do already have this line setting up right here as we move into Mississippi, moving into parts of southeastern Missouri, and a little bit of rain in Tennessee. Also, eastern Texas, we're heating up a little bit with some of those storms or rain. And you can see we do have this low off the South Carolina coast that we are watching also to bring some more storms that way too. But you can see this is going to be late Friday night, and it's already starting to fire up across Mississippi, Alabama, Missouri, and Tennessee, also Texas. Now, as we move into tomorrow afternoon, you can see most of our storms are going to be in Mississippi and Louisiana, but you do see this little line right here as we move into parts of North Carolina, Tennessee. That's where we're going to be seeing some good severe weather. Well, not good, but big severe weather also pretty much in all the southeast in these two spots. Now, That's why we do have our biggest threat of severe weather in this area right here, because you can see we do have it most set up there. Okay, so as we move into Saturday afternoon into the evening, you can see we do have some rain and storms across Alabama, the Panhandle of Florida, also moving into North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. We are seeing some of that action too. And you can see a line does move east Saturday night into Sunday morning. But this is mainly going to be rain as we move into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, but still some isolated thunderstorms, maybe as we move into parts of Virginia, also into Georgia and South Carolina, maybe some isolated spots near Raleigh, North Carolina, but really nothing too much there. And as we get out through the day, you can see we do have a little bit of that action. It does pick up again as we move into parts of southeastern Virginia, moving into the Raleigh area or the eastern part of North Carolina. We're seeing some storms fire up. But by Sunday night, that all moves out, and we are fine. And we're pretty clear across the East Coast. We do have another system moving in from the west, but we're not going to worry about that right now because that really doesn't have anything to do with the severe weather or tropical development happening right now. Alright guys, so thank you all for watching. Please consider subscribing or leaving a like down below if you did enjoy. Once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one on Sunday. Bye guys.